You see somebody to my right that looked like the pack just came in. It
Yeah.
did. It did. But like, keep that on the low. You got his number if you need to hit him. But it's my
Isnay
brother.
on the Ishnay, man.
Hey, it's my boy LandLord from Alabama. Trap. Hey, the man that runs the trap. How you doing, man?
I'm great, man. I'm feeling great, man. I'm really, really anxious about this game now, man. We done talked about it. We done dissected it so many different ways, and that's what I was telling you about earlier, man. Not to just start off in the content. Shout out to the people, man, the spin back people. But we got something to talk about too. Um, it's just crazy to how Dak Prescott pretty much said our same sentiments. Cause when we first got the matchup, we like, oh shit, we got Green Bay. We weren't scared, but we like, okay, we got Green Bay. We gotta figure out what's going on with them. And now, while we get closer and closer to the game, we done did all of this research. We done found all of their weaknesses. We done found all of their voids and their defense and their offense. That now we comfortable about it now, right? We comfortable about it now. So it's not as nervous no more. It's like I'm anxious now. I'm not nervous. I'm not scared. I feel prepared and anxious now. You know what I'm saying? Like we prepared for the test. We didn't have to cram. We actually did the work. So I can't wait to see how my team go out here and ball against these boys, man.
All right. Adam Schefter just tweeted that Will McClay is staying in Dallas. Thank you, Lord Jesus.
Hallelujah.
God is good. But hey, man, salute to everybody in the liquor store, in the trap. Y'all know we drunk trapping when we come together. And man, yeah, a bunch of folks are want to talk about it, man. They said they came in feeling like an all pro. Like, hey, we got all pros, man. I don't know if we got the most all pros, but 9 is crazy. That's the number that the Dallas Cowboys ended up with. So let me go ahead and pull it up. Shout out to that boy Kyle Humans over there. He dropped the list. So I'm really surprised, man. Like, listen, I just sat here and said it's hard to get these kind of accolades when you're the Dallas Cowboys. So they were out here balling. They were so good at what they did. It would have been criminal. They probably would have lost their credibility if they left most of these guys off of the All Pro list. So thank God, that the right thing was done. I still don't completely agree with some of this shit. I'm gonna break that down in a second. But the Dallas Cowboys that made first team All Pro, Zach Martin made his 7th first team All Pro selection. Right, so salute to him. CeeDee Lamb made his first team All Pro selection. Now, he was a second team All Pro last year. So this is his first time making All Pro on the first team.
Yeah.
DaRon Bland, this is his first All Pro team of any caliber. We know he didn't make shit. He didn't get a Pro Bowl last year.
Man, it was a 5th round pick, but that boy bag finna go up.
Man. Hey, his bag finna go up. Jerry Jones sweating. He don't know what the fuck to do. They're like, damn, I just paid one of y'all.
Hey, you would have kept Will McClay off of that signing alone. Off Bland discovery alone, after the year he done had, Will McClay could have screwed up on everything else. But the year after what Bland had, bro, this is ridiculous, bro. This is ridiculous. You got 2 back-to-back All-Pro cornerbacks.
Back-to-back. And
that's crazy.
Man, I got another graphic up, showing what the hell Trey and DaRon Bland been doing, pick-wise. That shit is crazy when you put that into perspective. You know what I mean? And then Brandon Aubrey, from what team he played for?
The back-to-back 2-time champion Birmingham Stallions. Put some respect on my name, man. Put some respect on my name, man.
Hey, at this point, man, F it. This is usually a part of the show where I give you a list of championships that matter more than what the hell the Birmingham Stallions won. But because Brandon Aubrey is having such an amazing season, because I'm having my boy made an All-Pro selection, first team All-Pro.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't gonna say nothing. How about them Stallions, man?
How about them Stallions? How about them Cowboys? Let's get it, man. Hey, look, that's another Will McClay special right there. Brandon Aubrey, Cavante Turpin. Turpin ain't get the Pro Bowl this year, did he?
No.
He ain't get it this year, but he had it last year. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So, hey, hopefully Turpin come in here with something on his mind, right? I know he still feel like he one of the better return men in the league. So Turpin need to come in with it on his mind too, right? Hey, go run you one back, Cavante. If you want to still be that guy, go run you one back. That's what I'm talking about.
Hey, I know that's right, man. So now let's get to the second team all pro selections for the Dallas Cowboys. So our numbers are right. 4 made first team, 5 made second team. So Tyron Smith,
Old
hey,
man Smith, man. Y'all want to get rid of him still.
Yep. But you know what?
I don't. I'm sorry.
Hey, I'm sorry, man.
Just have a good backup plan. I ain't telling you not to draft a first round tackle, but shit, this man just made an All Pro, man. Hey, he gave up 1 sack. Like 1 quarterback hit all year.
Listen, I am proud of Tyron Smith. I always said he was still a top 10 tackle when he plays. Well, my only argument, landlord.
He ain't available. The best ability is what?
Availability. So that's the only thing I said about Tyron. Now he still proves that he like that. He's one of them. First ballot Hall of Famer in my opinion. Like I don't have anything negative to say about Tyron Smith. Just I wish he was around more.
He made the All-Decade team, right?
If I'm not mistaken, he made the All-Decade team.
I think him and Zach on the All-Decade team. So hey man, these are some top tier caliber players. But like I said, this ain't the off season. Our off season don't start till the 3rd week of February. But what I'm saying is like I'm not opposed to drafting offensive talent early in the draft, like on the line. Like, hey, first round O lineman, second round O lineman. But I'm not kicking my people off a bridge either. You know what I'm saying? They got corner Alexander Jair ain't practicing or Dylan.
He didn't practice today. That's crazy. And hey, real quick before we continue on, salute to Neil for the $5 super. He said, "What's up, gents?" Slap the cheese off the teeth of 68 Packer fans before checking in, hiding out in the trap from the slap police. Man, listen, man. Hey, when you a boss, you make boss moves, man. The police ain't gonna touch you, man. You with the family. You out here doing family business. You down with Big Mike Soprano, so things happen.
Absolutely.
And he hit you over there with a 5-piece too, man, with the Sheba dog.
Man, salute.
Said good job.
I'm telling you, I gotta coin him a nickname, man. That's Numb Hand Neil right there, man. That's Numb Hand Neil.
Hey, hold on, keep cooking. Keep cooking. Wes calling me, man.
Hey, yeah, that's Numb Hand Neil from this day forward. Do you accept your nickname? Because you slapping the crap out of people left and right. My boy Numb Hand Neil is not playing around with y'all.
Oh shit!
I love it. I'll shoot you. Hey, you gotta slap a couple of more people for the playoffs, Mr. Neil. We need you to slap about 10 extra people. But yeah, man, it's about that time, man. It's about that time. And like it's good to see our players actually get some I like it too, Neil. What y'all think about that? Numb Hand Neil. That's dope. He's slapping people till his hand getting numb. I love it. But yeah, man, I'm glad my people getting their accolades. You know what I'm saying? So you can have your confidence and still be a little humble at the same time. You know what I'm saying? Going into the playoffs. I love the way Zach Martin mindset was on the interview. Zach said, hey, in the playoffs, it's kind of like a clean sweep. It's a clean slate you playing on. You know what I'm saying? The regular season really don't even matter. You know what I mean? So now it's time for you to erase that whole thing because you're 0-0. You might feel like a 12-5 team, but actually you 0-0 right now. This is a whole new season. So we need to go in there like we ain't proved nothing, that we got everything to prove and everything to gain. That's the type of mindset we need to be in. So I love the way Zach said that.
Yeah, and let's continue on this second team list. All right, so Micah Parsons. Are you surprised that Micah was not first team? Let's start there.
No.
So you're not surprised that Micah Parsons was not a first team?
Nope. It works like that. You know, I mean, he's had a lot of nationally televised games. He's played well, but he's a Cowboy, man. And then he got podcasts. He pissing people off left and right. He's not getting holding calls. He's a very, very vocal, controversial type player, y'all. Like, I said this from day one. Like, once I seen how much Micah Parsons was tweeting and in the media and stuff, like, listen, he's going to be a problem. Like, and not to me or not to the team necessarily, but to the media. Like, he's too vocal So he's going to be a target. He got to be a person who outperforms everybody by a mile to get the proper respect, because they already know they might have some underlying agendas. Man, think about this. If we don't put Micah on the first team All Pro, he gonna talk about us for a week on his podcast. You know, like they're like we'll get more clicks off of that because Micah dissing us on his podcast now. So man, it's all kind of agendas that could be had against the Cowboys. They know if you disrespect the Cowboys, you're getting clicks too. So, hey man, this a business and this media stuff. Some people do it only for the clicks and the likes and the engagement. You know what I'm saying? Some people don't have integrity, so they just do wild stuff to expect a wild reaction so they can profit off of it. So I'm not surprised. Not saying that he's not deserving. I mean, I got a Micah Parsons shirt on. Like, this is my guy. I rocks with him. But we just know how it is in the NFL. They when you're a Cowboy, I'll say.
Fact. We're trying to bring West Coast in too, but I don't know what's going on right now. But while we try to figure that out, man, let's get to the rest of this list real quick. Let me pull this shit back up. All right, so Micah, I think he should have, like, we're just going off of statistics, right? Because peep this real quick. Like, I know that he did not have the overall sack numbers, but he led the NFL in pressures. He led the NFL in hurries. He finished number 2 in win rate, and he was the most double team player in the National Football League. Marcus Mosher said the AP voters just did not give a damn about none of that. So, like, I get it, but
I'm not saying he don't deserve it. I'm just saying I'm not surprised by the behavior of the voters. That's all I'm saying.
I mean, I'm not surprised by the behavior of the voters anyway, because we done talked about it. Like, I ain't surprised that Micah Parsons was not a first team All Pro, but this definitely means that he probably won't win Defensive Player of the Year. You really don't be a second team All Pro guy and you get the MVP. You usually, like, one of the guys that are first team All Pros wins the Defensive Player of the Year award. The same thing with the league MVP. Like, you really can't be a second team player and get the first team and get the MVP. They're usually associated with a first team All Pro player.
And that really sucked when you think about it, man. Because just imagine how much more effective he could have been if he was getting calls. You know what I'm saying? Or wasn't allowed to be held almost every other play. So I ain't gonna just do Micah dirty. You know what I'm saying? I feel like, he's in a compromising situation. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. You're a Cowboy. You prayed for the star. And this is some of the stuff that, you know what I'm saying, comes with the territory. Like you said yesterday, it's players that got more sacks to you that don't nobody even know their name, wouldn't even be able to recognize their face when they walk in the room. So, like, this is part of the baggage that comes with being a Dallas Cowboy, being a superstar as a Cowboy. You will be heavily scrutinized with a fine-tooth comb. We're going to judge you that fine. So that's just how it go.
That's very true. So let's get to this next person on the list, man. Rain Dakota Prescott, my man. I knew for a fact he was not going to get first team All Pro. They love Lamar Jackson. He can do no wrong. He is I like Lamar too. I'm not saying he's a bad player by any means of the imagination. And also salute to my boy Michael Nelson for the $5 cash app. Thank you for the love.
Salute on my end too, Mr. Michael Nelson. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. But I knew the media narrative was that Lamar Jackson was a unanimous MVP. If you're going to give him MVP, you're going to give him first team All Pro. Even though every advanced analytical number says that Dak Prescott is better than Lamar Jackson. Dak Prescott threw more passing touchdowns. He had less total turnovers, higher completion percentage, higher quarterback rating. EPA, like, this is the adjusted EPA per play. Dak Prescott is 1. Josh Allen is 2. Purdy is 3. Kirk Cousins, who ain't played football in 72 months, is 4. I'm trying to find my boy. Oh, here you go. Lamar is 14.
That's frustrating, man. I'm not gonna lie.
So Lamar is 14. So I think we got 2 legitimate snubs on the Dallas Cowboys. Micah Parsons got snubbed out of first team All Pro, and I also believe that Dak Prescott got snubbed off of first team All Pro. Just based, it's supposed to be about the numbers and your individual production, and their individual production was better than everybody else's.
That narrative changed this year because it was a Cowboy. It was Dak Prescott on top. Dak got two things going against him. He's a Dallas Cowboys quarterback, and he got a dark cloud narrative raining over his head. And it's not fair. It's only because he's a Cowboys quarterback, but that's just the way it is, man. They manufacture this stuff. Don't nobody talk disrespectful about nobody else outside of Dak Prescott like that on them national TV shows, right? Yeah. Like, do you ask a little kid what that little kid said? Somebody asked a little kid, I think that was Micah said, a little kid came up to him, or Dak said a little kid came up to him and said all he do is throw interceptions.
Yeah, that was.
See, I'm finna be quick.
Go ahead.
We sit up and laugh at stuff like that and be mad at stuff like that, but we don't think about it. We adults. It's kids out here consuming this crazy foolishness, nonsense, lies that they put out here about these players. It's kids that think it's true. It was kids that was watching Shady when he said Dak was ass. It's kids that's watching that. And you playing with people's legacies, stuff that people then came out here and earned every day. That is not funny, bro. That's really disrespectful. And I'm telling you, I would have wanted to put hands on Shady after that. And not just Shady, it's a lot of other people that really deserve some handwork. You know what I'm saying? They deserve some knuckle sandwiches over there. That's what they deserve. So, hey, man, you got to really watch that. These people playing with people's legacies, man. It's not funny. It's not a game. And that's just the world we live in today. You know, that's what they going to remember. They ain't going to remember that Dak came and had this great year after that. They going to remember Shady saying that. You see what I'm saying?
I mean, fuck Shady. Shady just said a week ago that Dak Prescott would never be an All-Pro when he made an All-Pro team. Shady's opinion does not matter because Shady is wrong most of the time. And Shady was a professional running back, and Dak Prescott got more career rushing touchdowns than him in the postseason. So he needs to shut up. He needs to shut the fuck up, actually, because like,
yes,
you got to do it outside of your position that was better than you in the postseason. Like Shady, you are the exact player you tried to accuse Dak Prescott of being. You showed up in the regular season, and then when it was actually time to put up or shut up, you shut the fuck up.
He couldn't put up.
That's all I'm saying. Like Shady McCoy. You know, me and LandLord have never played professional football in our lives, and we got more career, and we got the same amount of career Super Bowl snaps as Shady McCoy. You rode the bench and you were out there looking crazy when the Super Bowl came around. They knew in order to win that you did not need to get on the field, my boy. So you need to sit over there and shut up when we're talking about good players. We're talking about good players that play in the postseason. That's what we're talking about.
Yeah. Well, like I said, he had talent, but talent don't mean nothing when you ain't got the intangibles to go along with it. I see talented people all the time. There's someone working at Walmart right now. You know what I'm saying? Some of them doing other odd jobs out here right now. And they was talented, but they didn't have everything it took. So, you know, talent is one thing that, you know, it don't really move me like that. You got to have everything it take in your heart. You know what I'm saying? Is talent gonna make you practice at 4 a.m.? Is talent gonna make you get up at night? You know what I'm saying? And study more. Is talent gonna make you do that? No.
Hey, and this is not really Dallas Cowboy related, but it sort of is. Bobby Wagner still made a motherfucking All-Pro team this year. He was named second team All-Pro. So if he's available next year and he wants to come to Dallas, y'all don't say shit about age. Y'all don't talk to me. I'm gonna still campaign to get Bobby Wagner in this bitch.
Well, if DQ here, he might be over here, but if not, we might not even be able to get him.
Ain't no telling. We'll see. Because, hey, it's going to be very hard for me to envision Dan Quinn still being here, given that the job, you know, like he's like a prodigal son in Seattle. He had 2 stints with Seattle. People don't be thinking about that. Won a Super Bowl. Man.
I wish they changed that rule, though, bro.
What?
They shouldn't be able to try to poach our coaches until the season over, bro. Like
it's up to the coaches when they want to set up the meetings and
I'm saying I don't want them to I don't want them to contact him at all until after the season. Like, real talk. I think that's, you know what I'm saying? Because now your mind might get to venturing off like, I wonder what Seattle would be like next year. You know what I'm saying? You supposed to be focused on the task, bro. And I'm not saying he's not. I'm just saying I don't like the way they do this, man. I don't like the way they do that.
I don't like. Yeah, when you put it like that, you're 100% correct. But I think that I think that Dan Quinn was getting this kind of attention before we took the Atlanta job, and they still went out and won a championship. You know what I mean? So I think Dan Quinn could compartmentalize because he's shown me that he can compartmentalize.
That's a great point. I'm not saying he can't, and that made me feel a lot better. But I'm just saying, I think it's a little human nature to be a little distracted when you got all these offers and you get to think about the possibilities. You know what I'm saying? When you see all these offers on the table. So, but that made me feel a little better though, Hen. Great job.
Hey, I try.
You talked me off the ledge real quick.
Man, the only thing I'm sad about right now, looking at this All-Pro team, is like, damn, we could have had 2 All-Pro corners on the field together. What happened with Trey happened, but
and Trey started off the season on fire too.
He was going crazy.
I think he had an interception already. He had like a forced fumble already. Like Trey was going crazy in the first couple of games. Like he was already going crazy. Yes, but what's crazy though, we got to give our young players some love, bro. Two second-year players, all pros. Shout out to Will McClay, man. I'm glad he's gonna stay a Cowboy. Ain't that impressive? 2 second-year players is all pros here.
Man,
that's crazy if you think about that.
It's beautiful.
That's crazy.
Matter of fact, we stopped. We didn't get to the most important name on this motherfucker.
We ain't even talk about Tyler Smith.
Yeah, Tyler.
Yeah.
Not Tyler Perry either, man. Tyler Smith. Man, shout out to Tyler Smith, man. And listen, I still would have flip-flopped this. I would have had Zach Martin second team All-Pro, and Tyler Smith should be first team All-Pro. It's just my opinion.
You know that name and that reputation gonna help you out too.
As all the time. You know what I'm saying? Like there are times where I don't think Zach Martin is really having an All-Pro year, but they know that Zach Martin is still a good player. So I just think that Zach Martin is gonna get that benefit of the doubt.
I honestly respect them a little more for getting Tyler in though. Cause to put Tyler Smith at All-Pro, that means you've been watching film. For real.
Yep.
You've been watching film.
Or you just watch the Cowboys.
Yeah, like you've been watching film, bro. I appreciate that though, Hen. For real. Cause he could have been snubbed. And nobody in the NFL would have cared but Cowboy fans. They could have said, Tyler Smith, we good. You know what I'm saying? They could have just disrespected him and lied. Like, hey, he's not an All-Pro. He did good, but he's not an All-Pro. Like, at least they seemed like they was genuine on that. You know what I'm saying? That young man deserved it, bro. All year, he been putting folks in a seatbelt. I don't care who you put in front of him. He been winning most of his matchups, bro.
That make that Pro Bowl snub by him a little bit more crazy. It's crazy because the All Pro is the biggest award when they talk about the team, like the selection. But there be guys that make All Pros that don't make Pro Bowls, and then
that don't even make sense.
They don't make All Pro selections. You know what I mean? So
make it make sense.
it makes perfect sense. Okay, so let's talk about another disrespectful ass thing that happened.
Oh Lord,
Dak Prescott only got 2 motherfucking first team All-Pro votes. Right? Tied with Brock Purdy. So this is how it went. There's 50 votes. First team All-Pro votes. Lamar Jackson got 45. Dak Prescott got 2. Brock Purdy got 2. Josh Allen got 1. Josh Allen shouldn't got a single one. I know who voted this man first team All-Pro. It probably Dan Orlovsky been on this man dick for I don't know how many years. He's not gonna fuck you, little bro. Let it go. Let it go, my nigga. Get off that man dick. That man, that man like women. You've been on that man dick entirely too hard, Dano. I know it was probably your weird ass that gave that man that first team All-Pro vote while this man had 22 turnovers. Just go sit the fuck down.
And you disrespected Dak all year because of turnovers.
Man.
That's crazy for Lamar to get 45, bro. And the next closest person was 2.
Yeah, it had 2 guys with 2. So I know for a fact Dak Prescott is going to finish either like 2nd or 3rd in MVP voting, which is still fine.
I don't like that, bro.
But what I'm gonna say now, it might sound crazy, but because Dak Prescott did make an All Pro team, he'll probably win MVP next year because there's no longer a stigma against Dak Prescott. Like, oh, he's an All Pro.
All Pro, he did it again.
So if he comes back. And listen, I know our offense is crazy right now. Imagine this offense running at full capacity from week 1. Just imagine how good Dak Prescott's numbers would be.
Dak and CD did all this, and we had like a pedestrian 4 weeks.
The first 5 weeks. So we remember the first game we played in a monsoon. We didn't play good against the Cardinals. We didn't play good against
the Jets. We
fought
against the Jets. You know what I'm saying? Against they in the circumstances, but we wasn't this offense against the Jets. You know what I'm saying? We wasn't just scorching them. We was effective, matriculating down the field. Honestly, I don't know. I about to say that's really some playoff kind of football, low key. How we was playing at the beginning of the year, believe it or not, that's kind of playoff football. But I'd rather just stick to my guns though.
Man,
conservative and cautious.
Oh yeah, I saw that. So if y'all were wondering what's going on over there in Eagle Country, AJ Brown took everything Eagle related off of his social media. He also has deactivated his account on Twitter. Let me make sure.
Trouble in Paradise? What they be saying on the movies? Trouble in Paradise over there? What's going on?
Oh, that nigga shit gone for real. I didn't even mean to say that.
Hey, AJ. Holla at your boy. Hey, you know how they doing all my Bama players right now. It's sad. Shador had tweeted, Alabama players tap in, going to the transfer portal. We losing all our players right now. So, hey, we need to do that in the NFL. AJ Brown, you know what I'm saying? What better way to get back at the Eagles than put a star on that helmet, my boy?
Oh yeah, he done deactivated his Twitter, so he took all Eagle related stuff off of his Instagram,
and they said he ain't in that practice. Ooh,
he ain't gonna play. He hurt. That he probably frustrated. He probably really can't go, and he just going through it. He probably don't even think he gonna be an Eagle next year. How much? Because he done showed his ass all year. He done showed his naked ass. Yeah, bro, that's exactly who he put me in the mind of right now. Terrell Owens. Great talent, but this man be tweaking. That
tweaking
man
be
out, tweaking, man. Like
fussing with content creators and shit.
Man,
I love it. I love it.
Too. Like,
hey, their misery is my joy. I know it sounds bad, but it's the truth. Shout out to Popeye Peach.
I sure finna say, my boy Popeye Pete hit you with a 2-piece. He said, Eagles would lose their shit if he came to Dallas.
That'll be so crazy. Cause he a good player now. Now let's not get that twisted. He's a good player. But that's why I said. But
listen, Dak Prescott ain't gonna let him talk to him in the car.
Hell no. Dak can straighten him up.
Dak Prescott is a grown ass man. You could talk.
Dak stood up to
Dez Bryant.
And Dez a gangster, whether you know it or not. Like, Dez was a gangster. Like real talk. Dez was not going for nobody.
To this day.
Yeah, I'm talking about in the building. Like, people was a little fidgety when they was dealing with Dez. They like, hey, Dez, they ain't finna ask Dez certain questions and stuff. Like, Dez was like that. So, Dak was a rookie and stood up to Dez. So, that let me know, hey, this guy don't care. He don't care.
Yeah, and that one thing that Dez Bryant gave Dak Prescott credit for, because they had an interview. The interviewer tried to throw Dez under the bus. They were like, "We know that Dez is hard to deal with. He's sort of hard to talk to." Dak said, "Nah." He said, "You just gotta know how to talk to people, man. You gotta get
facts.
You just gotta get to know people." You know what I'm saying? And when you get to know people who they are outside of football, like there's no such thing as somebody that's hard to deal with. And like pretty much Dez retweeted it and had like this whole soliloquy about how Dak Prescott was a real nigga.
Yeah. So you already know how Dak, he got them psychology degrees and stuff, man. Dak is a well-versed dude when it comes to dealing with people. And he's seen a lot, you know. You know what I'm saying? He done seen a lot. It's crazy. So that helps him a lot with relating to people. That's why a lot of people rock with that.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, man, I like what we got going on here. Like, you know, it's crazy that, you know, we get to handle our business first and then sit back and watch the Eagles squander away their whole season. That's what I'm looking forward to. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I'm looking forward to us going in here, getting this dub, looking dominant, looking phenomenal. Like Micah said, be phenomenal or be forgotten. I love it. I love the quote. If we can get that done first and then sit back and watch them boys lose, hey, you done made my week.
I mean, they're probably going to lose. I don't see them.
Jalen Finger messed up too, ain't it?
Jalen Finger's messed up. They're only saving grace. Baker Mayfield been dealing with a rib injury. I don't know if he'll be able to go. So if they play Kyle Trask, sorry ass, they might win the football game. But if Baker Mayfield plays, then shit, it's gonna be
Baker gonna be out there, bro. They gonna shoot him up.
Man, he gonna pop every perk they got.
They gonna shoot him up. He gonna play.
Perk 10. I need a perk 10. Perk 30.
Brock Purdy.
Hey.
Perky. He gonna be playing like Brock Purdy out there.
Man.
But yeah, man. He gonna be out there.
Oh, they said Baker will participate in practice today. He good then.
Ding. So, way to go, Baker.
So he missed the other day. He ain't missed today. AJ Brown is probably gonna miss. It's Friday. He ain't practicing.
He's fussing and deleting shit. So he ain't gonna be there.
Yeah. The same thing with Jair Alexander. They probably gonna end up ruling him out. And cause they gotta travel. They gotta travel tomorrow. Tricks hit you with a 5-piece.
Shout out to you, Tricks. Appreciate you.
He said, I wasn't aware of rushing stats for a quarterback was that important. So now MVP is for Lamar, Allen, and Hurts types. I mean, listen.
When Dak Prescott in the forefront, yeah.
And
the goalposts just continuously move, man. Go on, get them here.
Dak Prescott only got one MVP award. Dak Prescott only got one MVP vote back in 2016 when he had 29 total touchdowns. He had 6 rushing, 23 passing, led the Dallas Cowboys to a league best 13-3 record. So yeah, man, like I hate it for these folks because when Dak Prescott was qualified, because he was the dual threat quarterback coming in, they played on his top. They didn't give him the love that he deserved. Like, you know, they end up giving the MVP award to Matt Ryan, who was deserving. He was very deserving. But,
yeah, Matt had a year though. He had a great year.
But you know, like, it's hard for me to see, you know, and I like Lamar Jackson. It's hard for me to see a quarterback not even have 30 touchdowns on the season, not be top 10 in any passing category, and, you know, win MVP. Because he only got 24 passing touchdowns on the year.
They just looking at it like, okay, Lamar beat Miami. Lamar beat Buffalo. Lamar beat... Like, how is he getting credit for all of these wins? You see what I'm saying? Like, of course he participated in the win, but did he beat them single-handedly? You see what I'm saying? And then you might as well say Jalen Hurts was the MVP last year because his team had success and he ain't had no numbers like that.
All right. Blink hit you with a 5-piece. They said they talk about rushing stats, but don't talk about fumbles. Lamar had 11 fumbles and lost 6. Yep.
Turnovers altogether should matter in this equation.
I mean,
but they don't.
That's why Josh Allen did not get a single All Pro nod. The man turned the ball over 22 times. Nobody cares if you score 40 plus times and you got 20 some turnovers. Like, if you knew,
unless your name Dak Prescott, I promise you, if Dak was in the position that Lamar in with those same 11 turnovers, he would not be the MVP.
No, not nowhere remotely.
He would not be the MVP. I just want y'all to know that because, like, people say that they don't care about these people accolades, man. You should care about what's right and wrong. Like, you know what I'm saying? Are you a normal human being who cares about people getting treated fairly? You know what I'm saying? You wouldn't want that to be your son. This man that earned everything he supposed to get, but they won't give it to him.
I mean,
that's unfair, bro. That's not right. It's just not right. I stand for what's right.
Yeah, it's not right. No, nor does it make sense, man. And they didn't give one to DeMarcus Lawrence either. When we think about it, one of the best run defenders at the edge position. If you want to count everything for every position, then why can't the best run defender at the edge position
win MVP, defensive MVP? Oh, you need to tweet that,
man?
You might need to tweet that.
They ain't gonna listen.
You make that argument, that's gonna be like, ugh, that sting right there. Cause you ain't got no comeback for that.
There is none.
You ain't got no comeback for that.
I mean, but we also know that certain positions are never going to win these kind of awards. If you're an edge rusher and you ain't got 100,000 sacks, you're not going to give you Defensive Player of the Year. If you're a wide receiver, you're never going to win MVP. Shout out to my boy JJ the Mime for the $5 super.
Shout out to JJ.
Let me pull it up real quick. He said, so while I got y'all here, who peak is better, Dak or Romo? Not trying to be messy. Well, Dak Prescott ain't reached his peak yet, so it's still ascending. Because Dak Prescott, he's still healthy. The issue with Tony Romo is around this time his body was breaking down. Dak Prescott, knock on wood, is still completely healthy right now, going into the playoffs with a young, up-and-coming All-Pro wide receiver. So right now, the sky's the limit for Dak Prescott because if Dak Prescott, matter of fact, it's going to be Dak because if Dak wins one playoff game, he will already have passed Tony Romo's total. Romo only won 2. If we win Sunday like we're supposed to, Dak will have 3, which is more than what Tony Romo did in Dallas.
True. And then I ain't never see Romo be this consistent outside of what, 2014?
2014.
The year he had a run game.
2007.
Dak ain't got no run game and he doing all this.
I would say like 2007, he had everybody. He had Terrell Owens. He had Miles Austin, young Jason Witten, Marion the Barbarian at the running back position.
He was consistent.
Flozell Adams made it like an all-pro team. Like people forget we had like a good line too. People forget that we had that with the Flozell Adams and them other boys up front. Because like 2 or 3 of them made all-pro selections while they were here.
So you said he was consistent that year?
In 2007?
Yeah.
Yeah, remember that's when he had the 36 passing touchdowns.
Okay, so I'm looking at how many interceptions he had.
Don't do it.
I love Romo, bro, but that if we talk about consistency, we gotta look at that.
Don't make me tell you. Don't make me 19.
Bro, come on. 19, bro. If Dak Prescott threw 19 interceptions, bro, that'd be chanting for his head, bro. Let's be real.
I know.
He just had 15 and they wanted to chop him off.
Man, they brought the cross out, man. They were finna crucify that man.
I'm not an anti-Romo guy. I'm just a pro-right guy. I fight for what's right, bro. And we can't deny that. Like, bro, if Dak Prescott throw for 19 interceptions, bro, he would no longer be in Dallas. I think Jerry and them would bite on it and everything. I think everybody would be like, okay, it's time for him to go.
He did have it was 5 or 6, but he did throw 5 or 6 interceptions in one single game against the Buffalo Bills. You remember that shit, don't you?
Yes, I do. I was angry. He won the game though, right?
We won. That's why
he won, but he threw 6 interceptions.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
I overlooked it just because
But think about this though. We talk about how great of a season Dak Prescott had, right? How many interceptions Dak got?
9.
He threw 3. He threw 3 interceptions versus San Francisco, y'all.
He had 6 the rest of the season.
The rest of the season, the other 16 games, Dak had 6. That's phenomenal play right there, y'all. That's phenomenal play. And he had another game where he had 2. The majority of his interceptions came in 2 games.
Mm-hmm. Did he have 2?
He had 2, I believe, against. Hold on. He had 2 against.
I don't think he had another multi-interception game.
I believe he did. Let me make sure.
He only threw 1 against the Bills. It was 0 touchdowns, 1 pick.
Okay, I thought he had one more game where he had 2.
Dak Prescott ain't only got 1 multi-interception game this year.
And it's the 49ers.
It's the 49ers. Now he almost threw 2 in the Giants game. He threw it to a dude and he dropped the pick, then he went down and scored another touchdown. But He on like most of the games, he's like multi touchdowns and one interception. Yeah, Dolphins, he didn't have a single interception.
He had a good game against the Dolphins. We just had a bad stretch. Like in the middle of that game, we just the offense just was, you know what I'm saying? They kind of had a dead spot.
Yeah, only one multi-interception game this year. So Dak Prescott, like you can't have multiple multi-pick games and end with under, double-digit interceptions.
Yeah.
So,
but look at he just did the opposite though. He had a 3 interception game and still, you know what I'm saying, ended with less than double digits. That's crazy.
Yep.
That's crazy for real.
He said,
and the last one was a tip ball. Exactly.
I mean, hey, most interceptions are tips and overthrows. If we're being honest, that's why they preach that shit. And
tips and overthrows, gotta have those. That's what they say.
Yeah, and listen, because everybody and their mama not out there running option routes, it don't happen too often. Like your protection is holding up pretty good up front, so folks aren't usually getting their hands on the football. Dak and the wide receivers know where the hell they need to be. So it's like last year. Like Dak would hit the defender in the gut with the football because the damn wide receiver is not in the spot he's supposed to be at. You're supposed to be in between this person and this person, and you would have caught the ball. But like none of that shit is happening this year. Ain't no fluky ass hit me in my hand and bounce in the air and go to somebody else. Like it don't happen too often.
I got some film I wanted to show, bro. It was a route. I can't really pull it up right now. I might have to just send it to you and you do it because I don't know.
Screen share. If you hit the screen share right there,
it didn't pull up in my column, bro. I don't know. I ain't got too much experience with this. But let me see.
Open it up on your side, then go to the screen share over here. Then just click the screen share and see if it pull it up as an option for you to select.
Let me see.
How many of them interceptions were tipped balls? Most of them. Dak Prescott has not been throwing a bunch of bullshit passes. Dak Prescott had like one or two bad interceptions all year in a 17-game season.
If I share my screen, I can do it.
You know what
I
I'm saying?
believe.
Yeah, share your screen. That's what I'm saying.
Okay, let me see. Unable to share screen. Please update system premises. I can't do it.
Oh, well.
It's all good.
All love.
It's all good. I could email it to you real quick though.
Send it.
Let me see.
He said, "I love how Trey Lance not even a conversation anymore."
Bruh, I love Jerry did that. I love it. Thanks, Jerry.
Can I say something though?
Go ahead.
I told y'all they was not finna have no Trey Lance package.
We had a little hope at first.
Y'all had some hope. I told y'all there was not gonna be a Trey Lance package because listen, like that shit works on bad teams. The Saints are a bad team. They do that shit all the time. When you got to take the ball out the hand of your starting quarterback. Right, Dak Prescott is still young enough to run some of those RPOs, and he's good, and he's too good throwing into the end zone to have a little gadget shit to get touchdowns.
You mean to tell me that I don't even know if I got your email on here.
I just emailed you the whole package, so y'all know you got it.
Let me see.
But while you looking for that, that is a huge win. That Will McClay is going to stay.
Yes, it is.
Like, cause I can find it. I'm not saying that I'm not saying that Dan Quinn is replaceable, but you can find another suitable defensive coordinator and there not be too much drop off. You might even get a defensive coordinator that can improve in certain areas. Like the next defensive coordinator you get could be better against the run. There might be a slight drop off in pass defense, but you might be an overall better team, if you can find a way to consistently stop the run and be a top 10 rushing defense as well. So, and you got to think about it, like Dan is still here on this stretch run for us. You know what I mean? Like it's not completely guaranteed that Dan isn't going to be back. I'm pretty sure he won't, but
Dan probably gone, bro.
he probably gone. But
I'm trying to go and condition myself for him not being here.
I'm fine with it because I believe in Will McClay and their ability to find.
They said something about CD. I mean, what his name? Al Harris said he might want to go with him.
Yeah, some people say that Al Harris might want to go with him, but he is also as much as he loved Dan, he's still a Mike McCarthy guy.
That's what I was thinking. I was kind of surprised. Like, he is a Green Bay guy.
He a Green Bay guy. So like if Dan doesn't take Al with him, I won't. Listen, no disrespect to Joe Witt, I need Al Harris here because I've seen what he does with my damn corners. Which matter of fact, let me pull it up because I talked about I had those little numbers together. Let me pull this shit up real quick for us, man. Hey, so these are the two corners with the most interceptions since 2021. Trayvon Diggs, who he missed most this year. He's still number one, man. Still number one in picks. Got 15 picks since 2021. Number 2 is DaRon Bland. He didn't even play in 2021. He was in college.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's amazing. That's amazing.
Yeah. So we got one guy who missed the season damn near worth of games with an injury, and we got another guy who wasn't even in the NFL in 2021. And they the two most dominant players in terms of ball hawking.
I hate that, Hen. I can't really figure it out, man.
It's all good, man.
But it was a couple of plays, man. That's amazing. Let me talk about that first, though. Like, Trey, that's crazy, bro. This man missed the whole season. He's still leading. But he played 3 games this year? 3, 4?
2.
He played the Giants, Jets, and he didn't go when we played the Cardinals, because that was the first game he missed.
Week 3. So he only played 2 games.
That's crazy. He
only played 2 games this year. Trayvon Diggs missed 15 games worth of football.
DaRon Bland missed the whole year.
Because he was in college.
He missed the whole year on that list, and they still running stuff. Man, we might have to call Al Harris in the meeting room and throw him a little bread, man.
Man. We're going to have to do something.
We're going to have to pay him, too.
I'm fine with that.
We're going to have to pay Bland. We already paid Trey. By the time we get done with Gilly, we got to pay Gilly again, or he got another year.
No, Gilly ain't got another year. So
we might need to sign Gilly one more year, and then let Bland keep developing. And by the time we let Gilly go, Bland will be all the way ready. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you can't teach ball hawks. Shit, some of that stuff you can teach. Like, a lot of it has to do with, like you said, with your natural feel of the game, spatial awareness, and your catching ability, right? Because even if you can jump the route, if your ass can't catch, it doesn't matter. You know what I mean? So, like, there's a bunch of things you can't teach. But man, like, Al Harris has been essential to the development of these corners.
That's another reason to keep Gilly. Make sure Diggs all the way back healthy. Yeah, that's a good point. Make sure Diggs all the way back right, you know what I'm saying? And give Bland time to develop. So you won't put pressure on neither one of them. That's a good one. Yeah, and Gilly been playing phenomenal ball too.
And that's the same reason I wouldn't mind bringing in somebody like a Bobby Wagner next year, because I don't expect the Marvin Overshown to be completely ready either. That's one area that we need to learn from our mistakes with the Dallas Cowboys.
But he will have 2 whole years almost though.
Who?
Well, 2 off seasons.
Who?
Overshown.
Yeah, but I can't.
He missed the whole year, and then he'll have to go all the way back to the next year.
That's what I'm saying. Like, Overshown, I don't know what to expect from Overshown when he comes back, so I don't want to put too much on his plate. So
I hope he'll be better though, because he basically got 2 off seasons.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
He got 2 off seasons, but he only was actually. Well, he did get through. He was in preseason, so he did get the off season worth of development. Yeah. Then the rehab, and hopefully he'll be to the point this off season where he's not rehabbing and he can focus on trying to improve?
Oh Lord.
What's going on?
Washington coach Kalen DeBoer is negotiating a contract to replace Alabama's Nick Saban.
What's that? They head coach. They got them to the title game.
I guess. I don't know.
Let me see.
I gotta do my due diligence on this guy. The Oregon coach said he gonna stay. So you know what I'm saying?
I think
I thought Overshawn did get hurt, and he got hurt in OTAs, and he ain't make it to
he got hurt during the preseason game. He was in the preseason game when he tore his ACL, dog.
The first one. It was the first one.
Yeah, we watched it.
Oh yeah.
Matter of fact, he tore his ACL in the same game as John Stevens Jr. tore his.
True.
Yeah, we watched it live because we did a watch party for those games.
Yeah, you're right.
What's up with your Dwayne Brown? Thank you for tapping in.
What's happening?
So yeah, man, but that's a long ass time. Hopefully, they come back out and they good. Yeah, it was the second game, Iceberg. So yeah, second game of the season, of the preseason, I should say.
Yeah, so he got time though. You know what I'm saying? It's because look, we don't want to put that out there. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you do come back and be pretty good. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you don't though. You just don't want to. This is what it is. We're not saying he won't be all the way right. We're not saying we don't expect him to be all the way right. But we just don't want to put that pressure on him. You know what I'm saying? It's about relying on it. You know what I'm saying? We got hopes for him to be the same player he was that we drafted. But we don't want to rely on that fact going into the season. That's what it is.
Cause look what happened to everybody else that you rushed back from injury. Terrence Steele came back, had his worst season as a pro, damn near. Right? I don't. It might be a little bit better than 2020, but like he had took a huge step in his development, and he up here giving up 8 sacks because he came back prematurely. Michael Gallup never recovered because he came back way too early. He probably ain't gonna have a job here next year, unfortunately. And I fuck with Michael Gallup the long way. Like I like his story, what he overcame. That man overcame the foster care system and became a millionaire in the NFL, man. So that's hard work and dedication right there, bro.
Willie T, if you really wanna, if you just trying to fight me, man, just let me know, bro.
Oh my God, you cussed this man out,
Willie T, bro. Come on now, don't do me like that, bro. We better than this, okay? Better than this. Man, don't wish that on. I wouldn't wish that on my worst enemy.
Nah, I would. Hey, Washington, go sign Kellen Moore, man. Washington Commanders, go sign Kellen Moore for your head coaching job.
Y'all dirty, boy. Y'all dirty.
y'all gonna have some beautiful losses, man. I tell you.
Look, that's Kellen Moore's signature right there. A beautiful loss. Beautiful. He gonna make sure it look good.
Prettiest 27 points in a 35-27 loss you'll ever see.
And then he it seemed like he game playing like he don't have a defense. You know what I'm saying? Like he don't care about the defense at all. Like the defense, they on their own. You know, like y'all do what y'all do. You know what I'm saying? Like it's crazy. Like he don't think about complimentary football at all. And that's how you lose a game. And that's what makes your defense look worse and worse. You know what I'm saying? If you keep putting them out there, you making them look worse and worse after a while. They like, hey man, we tired. We just left from out there, bro. And you just come out here and throw 2 deep passes and run the ball and punt. Like, listen here, bro. Hey, we need some time, coach. We need some time. So yeah, man, that's pretty rough right now.
Man, y'all so damn crazy. Hey man, y'all, we having a good time over here drunk trapping, man. Make sure y'all hit those like buttons. Make sure y'all hit those share buttons. Make sure y'all hit those Cash App and Super Chat to help keep the lights on, because Uncle Sam don't play with nobody. So hey, make sure you show some love to the independent content creators, man. We out here
absolutely
trying to have a good time in the trap. It's Friday, man. Like, we are 2 days away from the Dallas Cowboys beating the dog shit out of the Green Bay Packers.
Can't wait.
If you go to the game, make sure that you in the according dress code, man. It will be a white out, all white everything.
Like a goddess show, like a Yo Goddess show. All white.
Yeah, man. Dress the same way you do on Easter Sunday, man. I know y'all be coming in there and listen. I know. I understand. But coming to all white, I know that you're gonna be spilling yak everywhere. I know you're gonna get a couple stains on the all white. It don't matter. That ain't gonna show up on national television.
Buy you an extra towel and sit down on the towel. You know what I'm saying? And spend the other towel. You know how we do.
He said all white like Happy Valley, baby.
All right. Let's get it.
He said, I'm 13-0 and my Knicks. Then why are you a Knicks fan, Ty? Why you do this to yourself? Why? God damn. Everybody, let's say a prayer for Ty, as we know she's gonna go through it over the course of this basketball season. Let's go ahead, keep her in your thoughts and prayers, because the Knicks will.
And me too, because my team is good.
Yeah.
Oh God, I'm worse than her, so you know. We building, we rebuilding, you know.
He said, Sports Illustrated reporting that Will McClay gonna stay. Yeah, we seen.
I don't need no more big news.
Yeah, I'm gonna say Sports Illustrated just need to report the Dallas Cowboys are going to win the game by 50. That's what they need to report.
Facts. Hey, if Jair can't play, what happened?
Her daddy set her up for failure. Cause her daddy was a Knicks fan. That's really how I became a Dallas Cowboy fan. My pops.
My children ain't allowed to root for nobody else other than the Cowboys, so I understand. Look, I got 2 boys and a girl. Right, when I come in the living room, if they playing Madden, cause you know they playing against each other. Somebody can't have the Cowboys. They still getting fussed at. Who ain't got the Cowboys? What you doing? Why you pick that team? Like what made you pick them?
Man.
So hey, it's stern over here. It's one way or the highway over here, bro. You gotta be on my side.
Understandable.
Hey, that's the best way to raise them right now.
Only way to raise them.
But yeah, man. What's your closing thoughts, man? Well, it ain't closing because, you know, we still got a whole long another day after this. Good grief. This taking forever.
Why you remind me, man? Like
this taking forever, y'all.
You really up here done stressed me out a little bit more. I thought I was over it. Then you just reminded me that let's play our football tomorrow and we not even playing. So
Hey CJ, Kyle, man, let me know how you feel about that coach. I ain't did my due diligence on him. They talking like we done signed the dude. So let me know.
Hold on. Cuz said, ask LandLord is the Stallions gonna win the championship in the new UFL league.
Man, JJ the man always want some issues with me, bro. I don't know what I did to you, but why you bringing up old stuff? I don't know. Shit, I don't even know them other teams. I ain't watched one game in the XFL. You know what I'm saying? But we the back-to-back champs. Who the champion of the XFL before you start questioning me that? If you can't answer me that, leave me alone. You got 5 seconds to answer. I don't want no Google. 5 You got 5 seconds to answer, JJ. If you can't do it, I don't want to hear nothing else. It's over.
He said Arlington.
That was pretty quick, though.
Hey, he be on this stuff with those.
I don't know if it was 5 seconds, but it was pretty quick. So I'll give you that one. Arlington
Renegades.
I don't know, bro. I don't know. That was pretty quick, though. Respect.
So they knew better than to put Cowboys on people. Nigga, everybody would have lost their mind if the Cowboys with the playoff game on Peacock. Like the Dallas Cowboys fan base, which is huge. The Dallas Cowboy Hater Association, which might be a little bigger. You know, like everybody would have lost their mind. They had to pay for Peacock to watch the Dallas Cowboys, who is America's team.
But Jerry would not stand for that.
Oh, but we might be going over that water next year, man.
I heard that with the Panthers game.
Yeah, that might be the game that they send over the water.
You know, Jerry ain't giving up no home game. So hey, if it's a road game, we don't care. And then I guarantee you, if we go overseas, the Cowboys gonna be the majority. Guaranteed.
I mean,
it's gonna be like a home game.
We're gonna have to wake up early as hell just to watch the Dallas Cowboys. I think I might like that.
I wake up early anyway, so
I think I might like that, bro, because I be hating just sitting around all day waiting for the Cowboys to play. It's like I'm excited, but there's also a feeling of impending doom,
anxiety.
Yeah,
I be just trying to be busy. I try to do all kind of stuff. Just you know what I'm saying. I'm gonna do 17 different things, and hopefully, when I look at the time, it's close. That's how I do.
To be a Germany game, man. Ooh.
What's the name of that city? I don't think I can pronounce that.
I don't even remember.
I don't want to do myself like that. Y'all know I speak broken English. Y'all know that.
Hold on. They said we not going overseas next season. That's a $2 super from Tricks.
Tricks, what we saying is we play the Panthers, right? And the Panthers got an overseas game. We don't have one scheduled, but that don't mean that we might not be their road opponent. That's what we mean. So right. It's still possible.
Yeah, because Jerry Jones is not going to give up a home game to go anywhere. He said Mexico City is where Jerry want to go, because there's a huge Dallas Cowboy fan base, of course, because it's a border state.
Absolutely.
So there's a huge Dallas Cowboy fan base in Mexico City. So if we were to give up a home game, then that's one place that he wanted to go. He also said something like Brazil or some shit.
Bro, we so gangster with it, bro. I really think no matter if we go overseas anywhere, Cowboys will be the majority. Real talk. That's how big the star is, bro. What you think?
Man, probably so.
I think we go anywhere overseas, Cowboys will be the majority fan base.
I think so too.
I'm really confident in that. That just show you how big the star is. Some people don't know nothing about it. When they think of the NFL, they go straight to the Cowboys. You know what I'm saying? They think about the star.
Man, facts.
Joe said we need a Cowboy game in Italy. Joe, we come out there to Italy, you're gonna have to show us around now. You have to show us around, Joe. We got our escort out there. You have to show us around, man.
What's up with you, Mitch?
Not that kind of escort, now, you know.
I mean, shit, some of them
dudes. Not illegal over there, ain't it?
Hey, shit, some of them dudes, man, hey, you know, they got money. You know, that's between them and how they want to spend their bread. They want to spend their bread on the head and shit.
All right.
He said, I'm not sure, just a rumor I heard. Frankfurt, Tottenham. I can't even pronounce this shit. He said Frankfurt, Tottenham, Hotspur stadiums overseas.
Nope. Los Altos. Nope. You ain't finna get me. Had me on here making a fool out of myself.
Tricks to hit you with another 5-piece. Salute the Tricks.
Salute the Tricks, man.
He said, "Oh, I love a reason to go to the UK. Make it happen, Panthers." I know that's right. I mean, shit, I want to go to Tokyo. Like I ain't never been out the country, but you know, I do want to go to Tokyo, see what they're hitting on. I don't know. I did like Japan. You know, Tokyo, Japan would be lit. I don't know.
I'm on the Mexico side. Go to
brother.
Mexico. We gonna take over. They gonna be out there deep.
I'm talking about this personally. Like
Dallas just talking about just taking a trip.
Yeah. Like Dallas Cowboys going to Mexico should be a done deal within the next couple of years.
Yeah.
Like that's gonna happen. He said that's who Bama gonna start playing Tokyo. Man,
he be just poking the bell. He just be poking the bell. All right. Okay. I told him he the talking his mind I ever seen in my life.
Hey,
y'all supposed to be quiet.
Technically, he's typing.
He supposed to be like this over here, bro. He up here trolling me.
All right, say Roy said he went on deployment and said from what he saw, that shit was nice. Okay. I got to figure it out. Like, I'm gonna get over there one day. He said why we didn't go to Dallas with West Coast, cause shit, man, it be like that sometimes.
Got bills.
Yeah, I got bills. My bills are paid.
I thought about trying to go to the next one, but them bills said, "Hey, landlord," they knocked on my door. So
my boy said, "Watch out for Godzilla." Henny, like, man, listen,
maybe next year.
Hey, they better have that shit under control by the time I step foot over there. That's all I'm gonna say.
All right.
He said Bama the SEC champs. Same dude named Deborah. Some dude named Deborah. Oh yeah, talk about the guy from Washington. Listen, he did get them to a national championship game. So
what is he known for other than that?
Dog.
Does he have an area of expertise? I'm just trying to see what will he be able to recruit in Bama? That's what I'm trying to see.
He got a bunch of dudes going to the NFL right now. So apparently he can. You know what I'm saying?
I hope so.
Because you know he got a quarterback going. He got his wide receiver going to be a first round pick. I gotta go take a deeper look at their roster, but he got some decent players over there.
He better be ready. He got some big shoes to follow.
And he done beat a SEC team. Texas, technically, right? They
I guess you can say that.
They're SEC team now. Like this year,
he said that's his only downfall is recruiting. Don't say that, because that's the name of the game nowadays. That's the name of the game now.
He said, hell nah, Jeff Lebby recruiting his ass off at Mississippi State, though. I don't know about all that.
But man, I'm finna get ready to get up out of here, man. I'm probably finna try to deep dive into some more film. Probably try to make me some videos or something like that, man, out of some of this work. But you know, I go by LandLord from Alabama with the same handle on all social media. Y'all make sure y'all tap in, hit that like and share for the squad. It will not charge a card. And I'm on the road to 5K, man. If you ain't know, you know, we over here trying to strive to get to that 5K. I'm less than 200 away. I'm close to 200 away. So y'all help me go ahead and knock down that goal. My guy HT on Sports on the same type of time. He on the road to 2K. Y'all, let's go ahead and support the nation, support new media, help us get here and make our voices amplified throughout the nation, man. Let's get it done, man. But we appreciate y'all. Tell them where to find you at Mr. HT on Sports.
Yeah, man, you can find me at HTM Sports on YouTube, Henny the Moore on Facebook, and at Moore Henny on Twitter. Tap in with me, man. And like my brother said, we are trying to get to our goals. You know, I'm trying to get the 2K, trying to get the 5. If you're on my platform, you have not already subbed to LandLord from Alabama, you're doing yourself a disservice, always dropping fire content. So make sure that y'all go and like, share, and subscribe on both pages, man. And let's get it, man. Dallas Cowboys by 30.
Yes, sir. Let's get it. What West Coast be saying?
That boy be saying, never look down because the star is up. Peace.